Hey, good morning, Mom Nation.
We got our intro back.
It worked. Woohoo!
Uh,
Oh man, how's your life?
it's good. I have a funny story to tell.
Okay.
So we're like huge with well, I don't want to really say we, but like I get really paranoid with like losing kids, or like not like child loss, but like actually losing my kid at like a park or something. I freak out.
Same.
So I taught Connor, and Connor's 3, I taught him my phone number, and I said, if you're lost, go find another mommy and say, I'm lost. My mom's name is Sonia Minus. Please call her at, and then my phone number. And so he learned my phone number. He did really good. He could spell his name. He says his full name, my full name. So he does good with that. So super exciting. But we went to this place, which I'm going to do an event in Mom Nation for like toddler moms, or like kid mom, or like, kids and stuff, for this new place that opened up off
That'd be awesome.
Super Play, and it's a really fun place. And we went there, and I'm talking with my sister and with my husband, and my sister goes, because Connor talks to everybody, and she's like, Connor's just talking to this lady, and I'm like what is he doing? And she looks kind of concerned, and she's looking around, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is he like lost? Like, is he telling her? And like, I've been sitting in the same place, mind you, for the past 45 minutes. He's come up to me and said, Mommy, look at this. He knows where I am, but he just is, I'm guessing he's now just going up to people saying, I'm lost. Can you please call my mom? So
Did she call you?
No, she said, I guess she told him, because afterwards I'm like, oh, I'm right here. And she's like, oh, okay. And then I went up to her because I was embarrassed. I went up to her afterwards, and she was super sweet. And she's like, yeah, I said, I'm sorry. He got excited because he knows my phone number. And she's like, yeah, he started saying, and I said, before I call her, let's look around first. And I'm like, well, that's super sweet of you. But we started talking. I invited her to the group. She's one of our new members. So
cool.
But yeah, it was embarrassing but funny at the same time. So at least he knows. But now he just pretends he's lost.
That's so cute. Oh, now
Morning,
you have
Marilyn.
Good morning, Mommy. Now you have to turn it into like, business lead gen. He can walk around the park and say, do you want to buy a house? Here's my mommy's phone number.
I know, right? Well, I talked to this girl, and I'm a real estate agent. I'm like, just nonchalantly shove that in there. He's moving to Greece. And I'm like, wow. Yeah. She's keeping her house, though. We can't sell it. But it's okay. Smart for her. But
smart for her.
Her husband's from there, and she was showing me like where they're gonna move, and it's beautiful.
Oh, so, that's funny. I wonder what's going on in Greece, because that's not the first person in the last, just recently, that I've heard that's moving to Greece. And a really good friend of mine that lives in my neighborhood, her sister has been living in Greece for a couple of decades now. So it must be pretty wonderful. Maybe we should go visit.
We should. Next month. No MOMnation cruise. We're to do a MOMnation trip.
I think we totally should. Well, we've got the cruise coming up in March, which is going to be here before you know it.
Yeah.
And next month doesn't work for me for Greece, unfortunately. It's ridiculous how busy summer is. And I'm like, I was talking with, who was I talking to? Oh, my hairstylist the other day. I was getting my hair done, and she's like, so what are you doing this summer? And I literally rattled off everything until school starts again. And she's like, oh, I guess you have it all planned out. I don't think she was ready for that. It's like, I totally do. I have it all planned out, and it's just so busy. It's ridiculous. But then I got to thinking about it. And my Aunt Carolyn's going on the cruise in March. So that's going to be really fun. We have several people that are going, so that's cool. But I started thinking about it, and fall is busy because back to school, Halloween, getting into the holidays. Winter is busy for obvious reasons. Spring is busy, prom and Memorial Day and Mother's Day and all of that time is busy. Yeah. Like, when are we not busy?
There's never not busy. Yeah, it's been mostly this year. Like, I was thinking about it, and it's halfway through the year.
It's halfway through the year.
And then I saw this crazy meme that as of the 2nd of June, so as of 2 days ago at midnight, we are closer to 2050 than we are to 2000.
Oh my gosh.
I
That's
know.
true.
I
That's
know.
crazy. I just feel
Yeah.
older and older every day.
Yeah. Time goes so fast. Well, you're almost going to be older this weekend.
I am going to be older this weekend. So shout out to my mommy. She says Halloween party in October. She's so right. But shout out to my mommy again for her anniversary on June 6th for becoming a mommy. Isn't she lucky?
Yeah. Look at your whole entire family is just in our chat right now.
They are. Thank you guys. We appreciate your support. Good morning, Mom Nation. Thanks you. Yeah.
Oh,
So
awesome.
anyway, shall we? Let's dive into some things.
Oh, lots of things. We have lots of things to go over. I'm excited for all these.
Lots of things. So I'm changing screens. So you're on comment duty, sis.
That works.
All right. Except for I just did that one. Happy birthday to me. Yes. Okay. Now you're seriously on comment duty. All right. So the first Wednesday of the month means we have a new giveaway. And I'm really excited about this. I'm always excited about our giveaways, but this one is pretty cool because y'all know how into mental wellness I am. So this is 6 months of health and wellness coaching. Let's dig into how we can enter here. So if you don't know what you're looking at right now, this is our Direct Me page. Pretty easy to get to. It's just direct.me/MOMnationAZ, and you can get here. We have links all over the place in the group, on our page, on our website, everywhere to get to our Direct Me page. And here you will find many things. You can subscribe to it. Look, I haven't done so because I run it. I don't need to, but you can. And when you do, you will never miss a thing. You will see our links to our socials if you're interested in. Please do following us and joining those. You will see our merch market, which is awesome. We've got to change that 10-year baseball tee because we are now we're coming up on 11 years. And in fact, August is our Mom Nation birthday month. We have to do something fun for August. So think about what we should do and then let me know. One time we did a cool giveaway where we did a bike. We got a bike from Letitia when Letitia had her bike shop, Santan Bikes in Santan Valley. You remember that? And we got this cool little like beach cruiser bike. And it was Mom Nation colors, which was that bluish, that like light blue color. I know everything's purple now because I'm a purple person. But when the group first came out, our logo was light blue. And so it was like Mom Nation-ified. So we had like logos on it. It was really well done. It wasn't like too spammy. And we gave away that bike one year, which I thought was really fun. I don't remember.
I remember that.
Do you remember? It was like
like when I was barely starting to dive back into the group.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, well, it was a couple years back. So probably several years now that I think about it. But anyway, that's coming up in August. What I just did, I didn't even tell you what I was doing. So on the Direct Me page, it's everything that is everything Mom Nation. And I cleaned it up a bit because it was getting kind of a little like hard to go through. It's like I was feeling a little crazy by the time I got to the bottom. So I went through it and cleaned it up.
Did a little spring cleaning.
Yeah, so it's a little bit easier to navigate now, guys. But what you'll want to do is, if you're interested in the giveaway, which you all should be, one thing that I want to say is, if you win the giveaway, a lot of times, like say for example, somebody wins and it's not something that they can use or would use, we see a lot of paying it forward. So if play to win. And it could be, if it's something that doesn't work for you, not saying that this doesn't, but just as an example, if it's something that doesn't work for you, you can always gift it to a friend. That's totally okay. I got that question the other day. So thought I'd answer it. But anyway, click on this top link here on our Direct Me, and that's going to open up another window, which is you're going to be in our group now. So you've got to be a group member to join in on this giveaway. That's one of the things. but read a little bit about it. I love Kendra Blair. She's been around for a while, and I'm really excited about the Natural Seedling, which is her business. And what she says here is it brings you into to bring you a transformative giveaway focused on helping you explore and nurture your personal wellness journey in a natural and sustainable way. Like, who doesn't need that these days? Didn't we just talk about being busy? That can really make an impact on your health and well-being. Would you agree?
Yep, 100%.
So, Kendra's a passionate health and wellness coach who works alongside clients to explore their goals. And the giveaway details here are, again, it's 6 months. 6 months is a long time. Think about all of the ground you can cover in 6 months. And it's one-on-one collaborative coaching, a free wheel of wellness evaluation to assess and support your goals. So looks like we're going on data here, which Sonia and I love. We're data girls.
Love it.
Ongoing support and conversations designed to help you stay aligned and empowered. And the total value, guys, is a whopping $750. Like,
awesome.
That's big for our giveaways.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely on the higher side.
It definitely is. We've had a few large giveaways, but few and far between, guys. So definitely get in on this one. Here's how to enter. Follow the Natural Seedling on Facebook or Instagram to learn more about Kendra. Again, that's optional, but it does support our sponsor. So please, guys, support our sponsor. These guys work really, really hard to bring these awesome giveaways to us, and we really need your help in supporting them. Make sure that you're an active member of the MOMnation Arizona group with at least 2 posts or comments in the last 30 days. So that's important. We want to make sure that you're active, that you're not just joining the group to win the giveaway and then away you go. Please contribute to the community here. And I think the more time that you spend in the community here, you'll want to contribute.
Yeah.
So that, my dear, is our giveaway. Who was first commenter? Was it Mom?
It was. Yep.
All right. So first commenter is an entry on the giveaway wheel. Last commenter during the show is an entry on the giveaway wheel. We have a couple of, now we're going to get into some other ways that you can win. And we also, in our featured section, which we'll go over toward the end of the show, we just put this post out like last week or the week before, where, again, I was like in house cleaning mode. And I cleaned up and added some extra ways that you can get on the giveaway. So, there was a little bit of feedback that, well, I can't watch the show, so I can't actively comment. So I kind of miss out on that opportunity. Okay, fine. Fair enough. We gave you some additional opportunities. So we will go over that. But this is pretty cool. Thank you again, Kendra. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. With that, I almost forgot about this. You know trivia, right?
I do know trivia.
So
I'm 95% sure I know the answer to this.
We try to make them not too difficult. Obviously, sometimes you got to throw your thinking cap on, but this one I think you could figure out, especially if you go over to Kendra Blair's Instagram or her Facebook page and give it a little like and read a couple of things. I bet you could totally figure it out.
Yes.
So trivia question is going to come out probably in the next day or so, 2 days maybe. I've got to double check on where we're at with the preparations for the newsletter. But if you're not on the distribution list is what we call it, you need to be in order to get the actual trivia question, because the way to enter is responding to the email that you receive with the trivia question. And of course, it's, our newsletter as well. It's a MOMnation newsletter. So what you're going to have on there, aside from the trivia, is you're going to have information about the giveaway. There's a link to it so that you can easily connect and join our giveaway or enter our giveaway there. You're going to get a recap of all of our shows for the previous month. So, whatever show suits your fancy, maybe you're a From the Heart fan, maybe you're a Live and Learn fan, maybe you're a mental wealth fan, so on and so forth, then you will have all of that access at your fingertips, as well as all of the episodes of Good Morning MOMnation for the month. So then you can't miss us.
Yep, very true. And Dominique just asked when we're live, and I commented back, but just in case you missed it, it's every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Katie and I are here live for you. So sometimes it's just Katie, sometimes it's just me. If it's just me, there's some tech glitches most of the time.
Where's Sonia? That's the day that you find or that you play Where's Sonia. And if we're not going to be here, guys, we'll tell you. So usually we'll know the week before. It's a very, very rare occasion. But for example, one show landed on Christmas one year.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm probably going to take Christmas off with my family because they never get to see me anyway. So sorry.
That's so funny.
So anyway, this is trivia. To recap, respond to that email that you get with your answer. Everybody that has a correct answer goes into a wheel. We spin that wheel next week on the show. And whomever wins from that wheel gets 3 entries, not 1, not 2, but 3 entries into the monthly giveaway. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that one, guys. Next up, moving right along. Did you see this?
I did. I saw it this morning. Yeah.
Isn't it so exciting?
It is. It really pushes people to drink water because I'm horrible with that.
I figured it was probably a really good month to do this and to kind of get into that habit. Now we know, because we've learned from our experts out there that hop on our shows, that it takes about 21 days to develop a habit, a new habit. So we're giving you a 7-day jump start, guys.
Yes.
100 ounces of water every day for a week. It's super important to drink your water. You're going to feel so much better, and the benefits are just endless. I don't have time to go over them all.
Yeah. Mostly during summer here because it gets so dang hot, and it's been so humid out the past couple days. So yeah,
100%. So what you're going to do, it's real easy. You're going to drink your water every day. When you do it, you're going to put a comment in here that says mission accomplished for that day. Each time you comment, that's another entry to win this small challenge. Next week, we're going to have a wheel of everybody's entries, and then we'll spin it and see who wins.
Yep.
Maybe instead of 1 entry, I'll give them 3.
I think that's a good idea.
I should change it, huh?
Yeah, we should do 3 just because it takes a lot of energy to drink all that water.
Do you have any tips on how you do it? I just carry around a giant bottle all day long.
I'll tell you when I get better at it.
Are you doing a challenge?
There was a time where I was really into drinking water. I mean, it was a very small glitch of time, and I just carried my it was like a bigger hydro flask. It was a wider one, which was kind of inconvenient, but I just carried that and just drank that all day. And there's this techie thing I saw on TikTok the other day where it's a certain cup and it keeps track of how much water goes in and how much water goes out, and it tracks on your phone. So you could just keep trying, no matter how much you fill it, it'll know how much you drank, how much got poured, unless you just like poured it out. Pretty cool.
Is that what Dom means by a water jug that cheers her on? Dom, is that what you mean? Does it like track and like?
There's some that do that.
That's cool. You know, that really motivates me. Like, so I think I've mentioned it on the show before. So I work out from home. I don't go to a gym, but I have a tonal. So if you guys don't know what a tonal is, it's a wall unit that has all the weights and stuff. I'm not going to get into it, but my tonal cheers me on. So like when I get done a workout, it sends me a text with like fire emojis and, you know, stuff like that. And it's just, I don't know, it maybe sounds a little bit silly, but it's really, it pushes me to do better.
People thrive on positive affirmations. I know I do. Like, it really gets me. It gives me that dopamine rush to just keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Dom asks, wait, so we comment on that same thread. Yes. Yep. So see the graphic that I have on the screen right now. It's Hydration Hero. This is kept in the featured section of the MOMnation Arizona group. So you drink your 100 ounces, you finish that up, go into the featured section, scroll just like a little bit. We don't have a ton of stuff in there, so you should be able to easily find it. And then comment on this particular graphic that mission accomplished, I think is what I said, right?
Yeah.
And you heard it here, folks. It's going to be 3 entries for the winner, not 1. I'm live right now, so I can't make that change, but I will.
Yeah, eventually. All right. We will do it.
We will do it. She'll post a picture when she buys it today. She saw a cute one at Ross. Yes. And that's such a great idea. Like if you guys have any tips for any other moms to help them achieve this goal, like if you find something that really works for you, please, please, please share it. We only grow when we share with one another. So please do that. I've seen your tonal. It's really cool. Yeah, it is. I wouldn't work out otherwise.
Well, and it's really cool because it also like tracks how much weight you lift.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. So far, I've lifted over 3 million pounds since I've started.
That's nuts.
And then it tells me like how, like what that's equivalent to, like how many Mack trucks or how many, you know, blue whales or whatever. And so you get feeling kind of tough after a while. You know what I'm saying?
You're like, I can lift 3 blue whales.
Yeah. Don't mess with me. Anyway, any other questions about the monthly challenge? We're going to have this once a month. It's going to begin on the first Wednesday of the month, and the last Wednesday of the month are like so exciting. So the challenge is going to begin on the first Wednesday of the month. It's going to go until the following Tuesday. So if you count that Wednesday, it is actually 7 days, but we just need a little bit of time to count people and get them on the wheel, right? Makes sense. Yeah. So each month, beginning of the month, we're going to have a different challenge. And I wrote them all for the next 12 months. And I'm pretty darn excited about rolling them out to you guys. So
awesome.
Keep your eyes peeled. All right, next. Ooh, let's get some winners up on the board, shall we?
Yes. We get ready. There we go.
All right. I need to. Every time I prepare for the show, I always forget my random.org link. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know why. All right. How many do we have today? And welcome to the family, new members. We love New Member Day. We have 15, which is a little heavier than last week. That's pretty cool. Number 13. So 15, 14. 13 is Angie Renteria. Angie Renteria is our winner. I'm going to see if I can tag her. Ren. There she is. Winner. And you got her on your side, right?
I am spelling. That's why I have my reading eyes on right now.
I know.
This is ridiculous.
So congrats for those of you who are like, what are you ladies doing? Every time we have a new member post, which is every Tuesday, we will take one name. We randomly draw it from random.org, and that person gets on the giveaway wheel, which is kind of cool because do you remember, was it a couple months back when somebody had one entry because they got it from the new member post and they won?
Yeah.
They won the giveaway. So these
pretty awesome.
Right? Like these things can happen, folks. They can happen. All right. So I can't play this game, but
I know. I did tag you on it. It just felt like a sin not to, even though you can't win.
Right. Well, it was kind of funny because not only did Kay come up, but I also have the birthday post. And I'm like, well, this is real fun. I suppose I can like, you know, post it to bump it.
You're like, baby.
You know? So, all right. So let's see what we have. We have 60 guys. Oh boy. We might need to tell you who the winner is after the show, depending on what the number is. Come on, 59. Oh, it hooked me up. Number 2. Number 2. I totally got hooked up. Dude, it's me. No, it isn't. It's Kelly Watts-Baca. It's Kelly Watts-Baca.
Yay!
It can't be me because then I have to run the rando again and watch me get like 36.
That would suck. We'd be like, you guys will see that later. We'll comment it later.
Yeah. All right. Congrats, Kelly. Kelly's on the board like 150,000 times, but that's okay because she is a huge MOMnation supporter and we love her. So congrats,
Kara. Is Kara's name on there? Kara, did you comment your name? I guess you said you missed it. I wonder if somebody commented your name. I might have. Maybe.
Are you posting comments? You know how to do that, right?
Yeah. Well, so it's been techie with me. I posted, but it was like whenever I posted, it was from like YouTube. So everybody's on Facebook. So then I have another tab going after my million tabs, where I have it live, like showing, and I'm like commenting on my on the actual page. So
got it. All right, moving right along, guys. We have another way to get on the giveaway wheel, and it is our top 10 list. So Big disclaimer, Sonia and I do not pick this. Okay. We got that question a couple of times. This is not our deal. This is Facebook calculating how many comments you guys are making, how many reactions, how many posts. Okay. So at number 1, we have Kelly Watts-Baca, of course. We have Ashley Parker in the number 2 seat. Marissa Lee Hall, number 3. Aaron McDonald, our fitness babe, is number 4. Christine Ruiz is number 5. Kendra Blair, our sponsor for this month, she's the giveaway sponsor, is number 6. Marilyn Flower, my mama, is number 7. Number 8 is Heather Mary Grace Lambert, no relation. We already talked about it. Becca Mays and Miranda Ray. Miranda is the co-moderator over in our divorce community group. So if that's something that you're interested in, check it out. She's absolutely awesome. And no, I'm not going to spill it. I'm not going to spill what Miranda and I talked about yesterday. I'm going to let her spill it to you guys, but it's pretty cool and it's coming up. So keep your eyes peeled on Amanda. I mean, not Amanda, Miranda. How did I just do that?
It rhymes.
Oh, I feel like I'm moving really, really quickly today. I'm covering all the ground, though, I believe.
There's a lot to go over.
There is a lot to go over. So lastly, what we're going to do is fly through our featured section. If you guys are unfamiliar with what the featured section is, definitely familiarize yourself with it because it's a real easy way for you to see the posts that we want you to see. So for example, new podcast episodes, the monthly challenge is in there. The giveaway, it's not a challenge. The giveaway is in there. I think even the trivia question stays up in there for a couple of days before we pull the trivia winner. So that way you can, get a look at that. So it's very easy to get to the featured section in the MOMnation group. Right now I'm on the computer, so it looks slightly different maybe on mobile. You might need to slide to find the featured section, possibly, depending on your phone. But it is at the top right below the group name, the title. Yeah. So click on the featured section. Again, that's where you're going to find the monthly challenge. Maybe I should pin it. I'll pin it. So that way it's really easy for you guys to find.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. So get drinking water, ladies. I want to see a bunch of mission accomplished today. Let's get going. Again, 3 entries when you win.
Yep.
And then we have the welcome post, which we just went over. So not going to do that again. We went over trivia. Not going to do that again. Sorry if it's making you dizzy. I'm going so fast. And I don't even drink coffee, guys. And I'm feeling like I'm blah, 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 blah. So this just came out on Tuesday. You guys recognize this girl. This is Dana. She works with Sonia and I, and she is the hostess of Tip Tuesday, which is a 2 to 4 minute video about something real estate, mortgage, whatever. And it's designed to give you a quick bit of information that has a lot of value. And this week, we're talking about home appraisals and what home buyers need to know. Now, don't feel bad or sad if you don't know what an appraisal is, if you don't know why we get them, if you don't know the process, because not a lot of people do. Am I right?
Nope, not a lot of people do.
Right. So don't feel bad if you don't, but get your education here. That's what we're all about. We're all about data. We're all about education. And you can rest assured that you will know exactly what you're doing after you get done with us. Yep. All right. Then we have the Monday cup of tea with Skylar. She's so adorable. I love her. It's just a quick rundown of our past shows, just in case you missed it on the newsletter, just in case you missed this show on Wednesday morning where we do go over it. She just gives you a little bit of extra there. So she's talking about all of our shows that came up last week, which we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Check those out. And then also she is mentioning last month's giveaway winners and what that giveaway was. And then this month's new giveaway, she was pretty short and sweet with that because, of course, we did the big intro today on the show. So that's the cup of tea. Yep. Moving right along. This is Miranda. You guys heard me talk about Miranda just a couple of minutes ago. She is our co-moderator over in the divorce community, which is a sister MOMnation group. And we talked a bit about, and this was a good one. I swear 2 or 3 other episodes were born out of this conversation because Miranda and I could just talk forever. But this was about after the decision, like after you finally decide, okay, this is the path that we're going down. What are the first steps of leaving your spouse? Because, both you and I have been in this position. And when we have anxiety, when we have some sadness, when we're grieving, that kind of thing, like we can lose our access to our normal resourcefulness, right?
Yeah.
Like, for example, I have a really, really good friend that went through some crap with her relationship a couple of years ago. And we would talk, and she would ask me almost kind of simple questions. And this is a smart girl. And what I had to realize, and of course I didn't get frustrated with her or anything, but what I realized was she just doesn't have access to that resourcefulness because there's a bunch of other things going on. So talked a bit about that and more. So definitely check that out. Here is the link for the YouTube version. This is June birthdays. We're not going to announce the winner today, but if your birthday is in June, this is another way that you can get on the giveaway wheel. Mm-hmm. And this is your only people in June have this chance. Yes. So, I mean, it's the honor system. I'm not going to make you show me your ID. But if your birthday is in June, then definitely comment here or tag a friend if you know of somebody who is Gemini season. I guess not everybody in June is a Gemini. I think Cancer comes in toward the end.
Like my dad is the 21st and he's Cancer.
And he must be right on the cusp though, because
because the 20th is it's the 20th and 21st.
Got it.
I think it's the first day, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. So if your birthday is June, pop a comment on here. We just went over the giveaway, but we'll give another shout out to Kendra Blair of the Natural Seedling. 6 months of health and wellness coaching, direct one-on-one with Kendra, valued at $750. Guys, hop on this.
Yeah.
And get your entries. It's early in the month now. You can get a bunch of entries to this if you start now. Yeah. This one was a really good one. And it typically is with Laura. I love her. Laura's been a friend of mine for years and years, like a decade or more. And she is the founder of Beneveri Counseling. Mm-hmm. And I love talking to her because she's so down to earth and puts it in terms that you can understand.
Yeah.
And this particular episode was, again, oftentimes we will choose an anonymous post. Typically, we don't want to put anyone on blast. And we'll talk through that post, that question that mom has, or that issue that mom has. And this one was something that honestly I dealt with as a child, and I really wanted to dive into it with Laura. So it's understanding scary, intrusive, repetitive thoughts in kids and what every parent should know. So this particular post was about a mama of, I think, a 5-year-old girl that was having a lot of anxiety because she was scared that her house was going to burn down, I believe was the thing. I can remember that. I mean, that's a scary thing for kids.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it definitely is. And that's one of the things that so I have intrusive thoughts and I hate it. It's and whenever I tell people I have intrusive thoughts, it's hard to explain to people what those are. And you can't control it. Now the thing that terrifies me, and because I think it's because of my ADHD that I have so many, and my son also my 10-year-old has ADHD as well. And the thing that terrifies me with him as a child is he has a lot of impulsivity issues. And so the cross between impulsive thoughts and action is you thinking about okay, yeah, that's stupid. But whenever you lack that thought process and you're just super impulsive, it gets scary. So I definitely want to, I was looking, I saw that you guys posted this and I really want to watch it just because it's something that I have really been kind of terrified of, because sometimes it could be simple things just that aren't that serious, but then it could be other things oh, it looks fun to jump off of this cliff into this water and it's dangerous. Yeah. So, it's those kind of things. So I'm definitely going to watch that one.
Yeah, it's a good one. You'll hear all about my story. Well, bits and pieces of it from when I was a kid and the things that used to freak me out. And it looking back at it, I kind of laugh a little bit wow, that was, a little silly, but not when I was a kid. I was some scary stuff when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So Laura talks through kind of how to work with your child on that. And it's really valuable information. Oh, look, I had a special guest on for this show. So this came out. I did. This came out on May 29th, and this is Sonia and I. She is, of course, the new build guru, the queen of all that is new construction. And we talked a bit, you are, and we talked a bit about choosing the right new build community, because you work with a lot of new build clients. How often do they go about it in a backwards sort of way?
Yeah. This is a full episode, so I'm excited. We did a couple more, and I'm very excited to once those launch. But this one's definitely your first step into like the new build process. So I could talk about it all day.
And you can. I can definitely vouch for that. And then we have another May 29th drop. Wow, we were busy that day.
Yeah.
We have our From the Heart, which is our monthly podcast. And this is about women that have risen from the ashes, that are role inspirational or have inspirational stories. And this was with Nikki Stratton. And we talked about, of course, May was Mental Wellness Month or Mental Health Month. And we talked a bit about how nutrition and genetics play into that.
Yeah.
Which is important to know. So lots of value in this episode as well. And then we are at the giveaway winners from last month. I think that is the end of the road. Oh yeah. And then that's our last Wednesday show. So that is the end of the road for our new shows, guys, and our featured section. This is the time when I usually go over events, but we don't have any, except for the MOMnation cruise that's coming up in March. So I encourage you all out there, if you want to put an event together, please do. Just go ahead and, message me if you have questions, but just go ahead and create your event in the group, and we will communicate with you once we see it come through pending. It won't be me. It'll be my staff, but they will. And we are so happy to promote your events, especially if it's something like what Sonia talked about. She wants to get together with some toddler mamas and do a toddler mom event. Cool. I'm bringing back Lunch Mob. So that's,
I saw that.
Yes.
I know it's not for like Awatuki people, but I'm like, I'm going to go. Maybe.
You should. And it's totally fine. And I hope that I explained that clearly, because
because that's where the location is, so it's easier.
Correct.
But everybody's welcome.
Everybody is welcome. So what Lunch Mob is we basically, a whole bunch of us get together and we meet at a restaurant for lunch once a month, and we kind of like mob their restaurant. So it's a little bit of coordinating for me. So I need RSVPs, and I need them to be accurate RSVPs, because 9 times out of 10, I got to make reservations, because we're usually like 10 and 20 people. So bringing back Lunch Mob, I loved doing it, and COVID just ruined everything. I believe we stopped doing Lunch Mob during COVID, and then it just kind of didn't make its way back. But if anyone else wants to host Lunch Mob, have at it. But the ones that I'm hosting, or that I am committed to hosting, are going to be in the Awatuki area. That's where my office is, and I gotta stick close to my office, guys, for obvious reasons. I'm a busy girl. So Dom remembers Lunch Mobs, don't you, Dom? I think you've been to a couple back in the day. So
what's called? Yeah. Well, and I think a lot of people don't know that anybody can make an event. Well, anybody can like opt to make an event. So like how I want to make one, and you don't have to be an admin. If you see something that's really cool that you think would benefit others, with that said, nothing to like crazy push your business, because that we have kind of some restrictions on that, because we don't want people to be like mobbed with businesses.
Well, what it is we just don't want to bait and switch.
Yeah.
So like if you want to do, I always bring up Amway. I don't even know if Amway is a thing anymore, but if you want to do an Amway presentation and you want to put that on our calendar, have a conversation with me. Because like Sonia says, we don't want to have a spam group here. But let's talk about it. The thing that is not allowed
too. So that's nice. But yeah, like you said, transparency.
And what's not allowed is if you say, hey, I'm going to do a Lunch Mob, and it ends up being an Amway presentation. That's no.
Yeah.
So we need to say what it is and stick by that.
Yeah. Like when I was in Washington, we had this member that was in this group that we had that helped businesses. And it was, I'm not going to say the business name, but it was super sketchy. Like, just tell me what you do. Like, it doesn't have to be like a run around. That was
we also had I'm just going to be real and transparent here, and then we can go, because thank you guys for hanging on with us. We're going a little later than we normally do. The business posts are getting sneakier and sneakier.
Mhm.
And there was one that came out yesterday that staff didn't catch because it was a bit sneaky. But of course, you amazing Mom Nation members, you know the rules by now. And you're like, this doesn't belong here. Like, this is sketch. And so I really appreciate it. Actually got reported, and staff goes home at 8 o'clock, guys. Okay. I don't have staff after 8 o'clock. So it's me typically until my eyes close. So this mom actually shot me a quick message, and she's like, I don't think this belongs here. Can you take a look at it? And I took care of that. A better way of doing that is just reporting the post, because then that way it pings all of the staff members versus just me. But you can message me too. I'm not saying don't do that, but just letting you guys know that if you see something that's in our group that you know that doesn't belong, or if somebody's, getting a little, maybe they woke up on the wrong side of the bed and they're kind of, busting some boundaries and saying things that they could probably say differently, then tell us, report it. We want to see it.
Exactly.
It's not snitches get stitches here. Okay. We appreciate snitches.
Yes, we do. Snitch away.
Snitch away. All right.
My 10-year-old taught my 3-year-old to say that. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he went up to Austin, my 10-year-old, the other day. My toddler went up to me and goes, "You're going to get stitches," because he doesn't know the whole thing.
He's so funny.
He is. God, that kid keeps me on my toes.
Yeah, totally. All right. Dominique, she is the last commenter. She gets a spot on the wheel. How exciting for her. This was her last comment, you guys, just so you know.
Perfect.
All right. Over and out, mommies. We shall see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.